Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. In the context of the current global economy, the economic relations between various countries are becoming increasingly close, and their mutual influence is also increasing. One country's actions often affect the entire international system, like a ripple caused by a thrown stone. For example, when China discusses global supply chains, has it ever considered the global cooperation and division of labor involved in an ordinary pair of jeans? However, recent events have once again drawn attention to the international economic and political landscape. After Raimondo announced restrictions on chip exports to China, China quickly reached an important cooperation with Uzbekistan and planned to build a chip factory worth up to 7 billion yuan. This is not only a business cooperation, but also an important step in the international political and economic chess game. From a global economic perspective, the China-Uzbekistan Chip Cooperation Project reflects the interdependence and spirit of cooperation between countries. As the core of modern technological development, chips have manufacturing and supply chains involving multiple countries and regions. When a country announces export restrictions, another country can respond quickly. This phenomenon is essentially a microcosm of the game between various countries in the global economic system. The cooperation projects between China and Uzbekistan are not only commercial activities, but also reflect the mutual influence and dependence between countries in the global economy. China's choice to cooperate with Uzbekistan, in addition to considering factors such as Uzbekistan's superior geographical location and abundant resources, can also help China achieve a diversified layout in the global chip industry chain. As an important country in Central Asia, Uzbekistan has political stability and development potential, and can provide more support and cooperation opportunities for China's chip industry. In addition, this is also China's in-depth practice of the One Belt, One Road initiative. By strengthening economic cooperation between Uzbekistan and China, both parties can achieve a win-win situation in economics, technology, and geopolitics. This cooperation project also demonstrates China's adaptability and response speed in global technological competition. In the face of changes and challenges in the international market, China can quickly adjust and respond, demonstrating China's important position and influence in the global economy. China actively seeks partners, conducts in-depth cooperation with other countries, and promotes global technological innovation and economic development through cooperation and win-win methods. However, this collaboration also raises a new set of questions and challenges. For example, how to ensure technological security and intellectual property protection in international cooperation, how to balance demand and supply in domestic and foreign markets, how to respond to possible international political risks, etc. These issues require the joint efforts of all parties to find solutions through consultation and cooperation to provide a more stable and sustainable development environment for global scientific and technological cooperation. Chip cooperation between China and Ukraine may become a new model for global scientific and technological cooperation in the future. Although this issue is not directly related to the chip industry, in fact, it touches on the new trend of international cooperation in the context of globalization. Driven by the dual drive of globalization and technological development, the methods and models of international cooperation are changing. This kind of cross-border cooperation is not only the exchange of economic interests, but also the exchange of culture, technology, and ideas. The China-Uzbekistan Chip Cooperation Project provides a new idea and model for global scientific and technological cooperation. First of all, this project demonstrates the willingness of China and Ukraine to cooperate in innovative technology and talent cultivation. China has accumulated rich experience and technical strength in chip manufacturing, while Uzbekistan has development potential and resource advantages. Through cooperation, we can achieve mutual development and innovation by complementing each other's advantages in technology sharing and talent exchange. Secondly, this collaborative project provides a reference for other countries, especially those with similar needs and potential. Global scientific and technological cooperation needs to be based on equality and mutual benefit, and promote technological innovation and common prosperity among countries by building bridges and channels for cooperation. Finally, the China-Uzbekistan Chip Cooperation Project also demonstrates the cooperation capabilities and status of China and Ukraine in international affairs. As the world's second-largest economy, China has an important influence in international affairs. As an important country in Central Asia, Uzbekistan also plays an active role in global affairs. This cooperation project further consolidates the friendly cooperative relations between China and Ukraine and provides a model for other countries to learn from. Through the analysis of the China-Uzbekistan Chip Cooperation Project, China can have a deeper understanding of the new trends in international relations and economic development in the era of globalization. Global scientific and technological cooperation is no longer a simple competition for economic interests, but requires more cultural communication, technical exchanges, and political consultation. Only on the basis of such pluralism and complementarity can all countries achieve common prosperity and sustainable development. In the era of globalization, international cooperation has become increasingly important. The Chip Cooperation Project between China and Uzbekistan not only reflects the interdependence and cooperative spirit of the global economy, but also demonstrates China's adaptability and response speed in global technological competition. This cooperative project provides a new model for global scientific and technological cooperation and triggers people's thinking on future international cooperation. However, the Sino-Ukrainian Chip Cooperation Project also faces a series of challenges and problems, such as technical security and intellectual property protection, the balance between market demand and supply, and international political risks. Solving these problems requires the joint efforts and cooperation of all parties to find solutions through consultation and cooperation. In the future, global scientific and technological cooperation will become increasingly important. China needs to think deeply about and study the new trends in international relations and economic development in the era of globalization, and provide better solutions and models for achieving global scientific and technological innovation and common prosperity. Whether it is a China-Uzbekistan Chip Cooperation Project or other international cooperation, it needs to be based on equality and mutual benefit, and promote technological innovation and common prosperity through diversified cooperation. In the era of globalization, China is closely connected with the world. Through in-depth study and thinking about international affairs, China can better understand the world and contribute to the development of globalization. Whether as a general reader or someone who cares about international affairs, China should actively participate in and pay attention to the process and development of international cooperation. Only through cooperation and win-win can China jointly build a more prosperous and harmonious world. Let China work together to contribute to the realization of global technological innovation and common prosperity.